Hi, in this video we're going to talk about React hooks. Hooks are a new bunch of features that is launched in React 16.8 that lets you create stateful components without writing a class. So we'll be using something called setState to create stateful state in a functional component. So let's get started. I've created a sample app with React Create app, and I'm going to create a new component that will be built with hooks with a state. So let me create a new component called hook component JS, and I'll use a shortcode, VS Code shortcode for creating a functional component. Let me remove the name since we have the export, and I'll write this is a functional component. Now let me use this component in the app container. I'm removing off all the old code, importing it. Now hit the browser, you'll get the functional component. Now let's try to add a new state to the component. So in order to make this process simplified, I'm going to create a incrementer function that will let you create, increase a state and decrease a state. So in order to do that, we'll use something called the use state, as we discussed earlier. Use state is a subclass of React, with which you will be creating a state. So in order to start with, you can create a new variable called counter, but you'll be doing differently here. So state. So it takes it returns an array with two arguments, two elements. One is the value itself, the state itself, and one is the function. So this function is used to update the state, whichever state that is corresponding state. And the use state will take an argument which will be the initial state of the container. Let me take it as 0 and save it. So now in order to print it, you can just print it, and the value is simpler, the same way that we use in JSX. So now the value is 0. So in order to increase it, we need to create a button and add a listener. So let me create an HTML button, click to increase, and create an event on click, create an event called handle or increment count. So this will be another argument in another variable which will execute use state. But here we need to increment the counter. So counter plus 1. So what did they say? Oh, it should be set counter. So simple as that. So this will let you update the state by just calling the function. There's no set state, there's no complex way, like there's no object. It's just one variable to set that. So similarly, we'll create another function called decrement, and it will subtract it. And we'll create another function called reset that will reset to 0. Simple as that. So we'll just create multiple buttons, decrement, reset. So and reset. So when you hit, you create one users and as well as resets it. So with which your code becomes very small and also manageable. Oops. Yeah. So with it, we will be able to create more complex states with simpler functions and easily manageable. So in the next video, we'll talk about the lifecycle methods of hooks with hook use effect. Thank you.